Is that good? Has it worked? He don't know. He don't know. You're not in charge of technology, are you? You're in the being cute side of things. The talent. Good morning, Balin. Good morning, Tritopus. How are you both? How's it going? Oh my gosh. I could do with a day in bed. Morning, Justin. Morning, Mazira. I feel like I could just do with snuggling up and snoozing. I had a rumour that there was Banui. That rumour was wrong, for there are 2 Banui. Good morning, Rob. Good morning, Raven. I'm feeling a little bit stinky today. I've been feeling stinky the last couple of days, to be fair. But luckily, I mean, maybe this is tempting fate. Touch wood. Boop, boop. I don't think it's too bad because I've not lost my sense of taste. And that's usually the sign that I've got something, is if I lose my sense of taste. But I swear my face is more eye bags than anything else at the moment. I just feel like I could do with like a big pamper. Good morning, Anho. Good morning, Rob and Joe. Yeah, I just feel like I could do with, like a real, like, calming pamper day where I actually wake up feeling rested, become eye bag. That's my final form. Morning, Poundland. We have 2 bunny more. We've had 3rd bunny more. We've got 2 bunny and duck. Hibernation time. Literally, like, I was talking to Trot about this last night. I was just saying, like, I'm so sleepy and so hungry at the moment. Now it's getting colder. And he was like, yeah, we should just have loads of snacks and then just go to bed. And that's like, we should, animals have it right. They understand. They don't try and work through winter. They snoozy time. Time for bed. Embrace nap. Good morning, Napoleon. Oh, Gerry actually got it. Good morning, Ned friend. Nightsham, thank you very much for the 15 months. 50 years and Yingo Yam is just around the corner once again. Can you believe? Can you believe it? It's almost only like a week away, which is terrifying. Oh. It's just snuck up on us so quickly. Although it's not really, has it? Because it is at the same time every year. But still, it feels like it's been a little bit sneaky. Come on, Steph. Oh my gosh, I'm such a sleepy little guy. I've been editing this morning. And I have, like... I have this weird thing where, so basically I do parsec into a different computer, and for some reason that computer is like a minute ahead of mine. So I was looking at the time and I had this feeling of like, oh my gosh, it's 9:53. I should start going downstairs. And I looked across and I was like, oh no, it's fine. It's 9:52. And I looked up because the taskbars are on top of each other. And I was like, no, that one says 9:53 as well. I was just like, what time is it? By the time I've spent panicking, I could just go downstairs and start getting ready instead. Really glad day one of Chinga Jam is on a Sunday so I can do a cozy watch. Yeah, it's nice for it to start on on a weekend. Because it also means that we can sort of like decorate the tree without fear of bothering working people and stuff. Cosy and Too Nosy starts his Dollar Drive. Ah, good times. Gerry, why does your head feel wet? You got like a little... Do you have a wet patch? Is it cold? Can't tell. I don't know. Got the whole first week of December off. Waiting until the schedule releases to see about taking time off work. I think it must be nice if you're a Civ fan and you always know to take the 5th off if you want to watch it. And I guess if you're like, what are the other things that... I guess Jingle Cats will tend to be... That will always be on the same day. And just the other things that are always like... But everything else, I guess, is a wee bit loosey-goosey. But yeah, hopefully it'll be out soon enough. And you'll be able to... Yeah, Pratesh as well. But yeah, hopefully it should be out soon. For me included, it'd be nice to know what days I'm in. So I can get a sense of what I'm doing. But yes, I missed so much Mass Effect. Silly Brownie immediately started a priority mission, didn't wait for Tali. Wait, huh? But Tali is a priority mission, so do have to do the priority mission. I'm getting such mixed messages from people. I'm in every day. Oh no. Missed a lot of last year's because work, so I'm going to build up to this year's by watching last year's. Wait, shouldn't you have started by now if you're going to watch like 14 days worth? You need to, you've got homework to do. I don't think Tali exists. No, I've never seen her. I don't think she can exist. I'm wondering how many like Mass Effect streams I'll have left, because I was hoping I would finish it before the end of the year, whereas now I'm a bit like, oh no. I guess next week I'll have Monday to play it, and maybe Wednesday. But I think I'm busy for most of the other days. Yeah, we shall have to see. Think of all the points you can waste by not finding Tali. I know. And don't worry, so many people have told me, don't do the party until near the end. I'm like, yeah, I know. You don't have to tell me anymore. Please stop telling me. Just so many people. He has clocked up early. He's a sleepy boy too. He's I asked JD and Andy about Jingle Jan's doing the Longest John's gig last week. He didn't really answer, but gave me a look that was like, yeah, probably, but I can't tell you. Just a big wink. Restarted and do it right away just to annoy everyone. That's the problem that I get, is that if one person sort of is just like, oh, maybe do this. Actually, no, even one person a lot of the time when it comes to things. But the more people say it, the more I do just want to ruin everything for everyone. That's the dangerous thing. You want to just be like, I will turn this car around. I will turn this party around. No, I'm not even going to do the party now. What if Gerry said to do? I won't do anything Gerry said to do. He's my prince, my king. I will serve him to the end. I love he. Is there another Stardew concert? Is it coming to the UK again? Babies. It is. That's nice. Fun fact, did you know they referenced the first game in Thing You Haven't Got To Yet? I know. Like, it's the one thing, because I am enjoying Mass Effect 3, but oh my gosh, has it brought out a lot of, opinions. Which I guess is nice. It's nice if people are getting into things. But yeah, it has brought out a lot of advice. But still ultimately better than Undertale and XCOM 2. So it's not at those levels yet. Thankfully. Morning, B. But yeah, I guess it's always one of those things where it's like the more bigger a game is, if you're only playing once, you'll be sad that you find out what you missed later. Yeah, but on the flip side of that, if I'm only playing once, I don't want to have it ruined by other people, if that makes sense. Like, it can be frustrating when you just constantly have people being like, oh, if you had done this, if you had gone that way, you would have gone straight to the castle. You're just like, yeah, I don't care. Like, you play through something the first time to make those mistakes, to then be able to look back and be like, oh, like the first thing I've done when I've finished streams, like say if someone dies, the first thing I'll do after a stream is like look it up and be like, oh, could I have avoided that? Or like last night I went on, I did a scene with Gareth and then I was like, I'd finished the stream and I started looking up videos of like, what happens if you choose this option? What happens if you do this? Just because I get curious about it. But you want to make mistakes the first time because that's the fun of it. It turns out Jenkins had this weird, it's like the end of War of the Worlds where they all just die from a cold, and Jenkins had that cold that would have killed all the Reapers straight away. But the doing this order is not about missing huge chunks of content. Yeah, but that's the thing is like sometimes if you like the first time, like, so what if you miss something? Because then you get to play it the next time and you get to be like, oh, I didn't do this the first time. What the heck? Like, it's like with, doing different playthroughs of, say, Disco Elysium or Baldur's Gate, or you get to, go back and be like, oh, this. Like, Alex has played through Mass Effect, like, so many times, and I've been saying about stuff that he's been like, wait, I didn't do that. And it's, you just, yeah. If you didn't do it, it didn't happen. That time round. It just didn't happen. And that's fine. I've never played a Mass Effect in my life. That's okay. There's plenty of videos that you can look up. Good morning, Megalomaniac. Good morning, Mark. But yeah, that's the fun. The Citadel stuff gave a lot of new lines I never saw. Yeah, see, that's the thing. So a lot of the side quests in Mass Effect to just go get this thing. Each section has pretty clear missions. They're connected to the story. Yeah, and I think hey, Gal, thank you very much for the 30 months. It's fair dues, like, if people are saying, I'm saying this because I don't want you to miss this thing. But at the same time, it is okay to sort of stumble through yourself, and I think it's like it's nice to have that the first time. And I guess you could argue that if you stream it, then you are at the risk of that, and that is true. But yeah, but yes. Good morning, Turkey. How are you doing? I really enjoyed driving around exploring Mass Effect, so later changes are understandable, but a downer. Yeah, I guess that's the thing. Like, some of the changes that they've made throughout, some of them I like. Some of them I'm like, that would have been nice, but overall I'm still enjoying it. The way I see it, imagine if you were playing D&D and the DM started saying, you know, if you did this instead, this would have happened. Yeah, like imagine if you were if you made a story decision, and every time they were just like, well, if you want to go that way, I guess, fine. That's how it do be. How it do be. But yeah. It's one of those things that there have been times when I've been asking for, like, advice on stuff. And that's fair dues. But yeah. But yes. I have decided to not do the party until the end. To cut a long story short, a long rant short. No, I will not be doing the party until the end. But yes. Bitches. Yeah, Mark's only been telling me stuff if I've been asking. And also I trust him to not do spoilies. But like random people who've just been coming in and spoiling things, I don't trust to not spoil things. That's the difference. It's like Arnhall. Arnhall has sent me some stuff and said, like, by the way, I know that you will want to be doing this. That I've been like, oh, okay, no, I appreciate that stuff. But when it's like everyone, then I'm just like, shush. Hushings now. What did you say, Miss Ira? I like seeing other people's playthroughs of games even if I haven't played them because I'm a babby who could not be mean to NPCs. That's the thing. I like being the good boy, and then I go back after I've done a scene and I'll look it up and be like, what are the renegade options? What would have happened? Good morning, Manna. Just because it's nice to, it is nice to see, like, options that you know you're never gonna choose because you're, yeah, I'm the same. I don't want to do the bad thing. It's like when people can do, like, dirge runs of Baldur's Gate. I'm like, no. I can't do it. My backseating would just be staying on the Citadel gambling and going on dates. Yeah, that's the thing. It's felt so funny recently that, like, there is this big Gerry. It's before the watershed. Gerry. Baby boy. He does have the wrong end. Oh, look at him. But I wouldn't melt, eh? It's like we were talking about Baldur's Gate last night, the Kirby crew, because we're talking about what to do in the new year. And we were trying to decide, like, okay, if we, how would we decide which, because obviously there's three of us. How would we decide who gets the companion? And then I was like, would we all have to put in dibs at the beginning of deciding to say who we want to date so that no one's trying to date the same person and we only get to take the people that we want to go out with on as companions? Because the problem I have is that, like, Alex, he didn't go out with her, but his like companion that he controlled, sort of thing, was Shadowheart. And this is the reason why I'm not keen on Shadowheart, because literally the only lines of dialogue I heard from her in my playthrough were, "Not right now. I'm not talking to you. I don't have time for you right now." And I was just like, my goodness, this person, she's just really mean. So I guess if the other person is not your companion in that way, so basically we're gonna have to split them up and choose who gets who, and then take it in turns to get a play date with who we like. So we were putting like the characters in order of preference, so we could choose who gets who. And Rythian, I won't say spoilies, but Rythian was basically saying like, "Oh, I really like this one, but I think you have to be mean if you're going to go out with them, and I can never make the mean option, so I don't think it'll ever work." I was like, "Oh." But I assume that's how it works, because that's just how it worked with us. Like, I never really got to talk to Shadowheart or Lae'zel just because they were like his sort of thing. And I guess he never really got to talk to whoever I was taking. But yeah. It's okay, Vivi. Did I make you yump? But maybe I should give, maybe I could give Shadowheart a go. She was pretty low on my, my list of priorities when I when I organised them into order. But maybe if I got to know her, it would be different. Maybe. Baldur's Gate 3 solo and co-op is such a different experience. In my co-op game, no one cared about the character since my friend was the charisma talk to everyone character. Yeah, that's the thing. I think it definitely is. Like, it's not too bad that because when I'm playing, it's just me and Alex. So we like each get a little guy. Are you attacking me? Is this a crime? Is this a crime of kishish? Oh no. Thank you, Fifi. Get a little massage. But yeah, I don't know how it would work if there's. I mean, the way I'm assuming it works, but you can correct me if I'm wrong. Is if you're the person who asks them to come with you, you get to control them. So I'm guessing we would be able. Look at his little tail nook. I'm guessing we would be able to, in that way, be like, okay, for the first, we just cycle through every time we get a chance to, sort of thing. Or whenever it makes story sense to. Good morning, honey. Oh no, she was digging in her sleep the other day. It was so cute. She was just wobbling back and forth with her little digging hands. You can also only get one companion between the three of you unless you get that mod. Yeah, we were saying that we're just gonna take it in turns. You can assign characters in the menu too. Oh, okay, well that's good then. But yeah, we can just choose. Rythian, when he was giving his list of companions, he listed them. I can't remember the exact list, but Astarion was quite far down the bottom, but he was just like, one thing I know for sure is that Housen is very bottom. I was just like, oh, what did Housen do? Why is he like this whole other bottom tier list? Meridian does not choose the bear. Mana. Oh no. Dear oh dear. But to be fair, I mean, yeah, I never even really considered Housen. I think my problem with him is that he would like there was one bit, I'm trying to think if it's spoilies. There was one bit that was like, every time I spoke to him, even though I had already said I wasn't interested, there was always still like 3 dialogue things to suddenly change my mind and say something flirty. And I was just like, just take the options away. I've already said. But I guess then again, I guess you might change your mind halfway through, so it is good to still have the option to say it. But every time I'd get excited because I'd be like, oh, I've got things to say to him. And I'm like, but I'm not saying them. So many times I'd walk up to him and be like, hello, goodbye. Good morning, Steve. I think Housen is quite boring. Yeah, I mean, he seems perfectly lovely, but just not really my sort of guy. But yes, Delta, thank you very much for the 48 months. It's funny to think I've been watching 2-year-old Gerry for 4 years now. How do it work? How do it work? I'll be shocked if Gail is at the top of your list. My list was on 3 tiers. Top of the list was joint Gail and Astarion. Second tier was Lae'zel and Will. Third tier was everyone else. Everyone else is just sort of at the bottom, just like so yeah, mine was a very straightforward one rather than a list. Even Karlak, yeah, bottom of the pile, I'm afraid. I think Karlak would be good for Rithian. I'm trying to think where she was on his list. But yeah, Astarion, I want to keep you around like a pet, is top tier. Yeah. Yeah. But just, I do feel bad that I turned Will down. I just wish that there was more nuance to those scenes, is all. Morning, Thomas. I wish that it wasn't like, you know, I wish you could have a little bit of build up to it, because it does feel like they throw you in quite early. But then again, I guess you could sort of justify it with the world is ending and your brains are about to explode, so maybe you should hurry it up a bit. But I don't know. Very yawny stream today, honestly. I am so EP. I'm having a very EP day. Although I did actually set an alarm today. So maybe that's why it snatched me out of sleepy state. You can get the Lae'zel romance speed run. Maybe. Where's she going? What are you planning? What have you decided to do with your day? I am currently still playing through Baldur's Gate, but we were talking about playing it for Kirby now that we're coming to the end of Stardew. We were thinking, what's she doing? We were thinking, what should we do in the new year? And Baldur's Gate was one of the things that came up. We were saying that we'll have to make sure that we turn off the full nudies if we do, because don't want to end up getting banned on Twitch. Boop. Baldur's Gate has less overlap with Fields of Mystery too. I will be getting on with that too. Really shaking up and play Baldur's Gate 1. Well, Rithian was saying that he wants to play. He was like, oh, I don't know if it would be as well received as Baldur's Gate, but I want to play. It was a Pathfinder game, but I can't think what it was. Where did she go, Gerry? She was here. She ran away. Where did she go? With the Yogs channel getting banned, you're fine. That's true. I'll get it banned in the first one. Lazel speedrun, full nude, and then when Yogscast channel gets banned, we'll start hosting it on my channel. Get all the views. Bam. Sorted. What a perfect plan. What could go wrong? No, I've been double abandoned. He did a nice little right before Jingle Jam. Well, no, this will be in the new year. The nude year. Coco is you and I. You have to hire Pierre so he's not out of a job. No. No, I don't think he's old enough to have a job. But yeah, we're still trying to, like, it's not certain that we'll do Baldur's Gate, but I think we're that is probably top of the list right now. Although I would want to do, I would like to do Minecraft. I think Gasty and I would both like to do Minecraft, but Rithian said we'd have to be in charge of mods. So I think that's why we immediately were like, what if we played something without mods? So yeah. Although I guess you probably can. I mean, you must be able to mod Baldur's Gate. I never really mod things other than when Rithian tells me to. So I don't really know what you do. You had to do Vault Hunters, didn't you? Yeah. Yes. But I don't really know. We'll decide on something, though. It's a first-person mod for Baldur's Gate. What? That sounds weird. Thank you, Limewood. But yeah, we're probably just gonna choose something. I wouldn't mind doing Baldur's Gate, to be honest. I mean, Lord knows there's enough story there to last a while. Morning, Chronicle. I'm so sleepy. I'm so sorry. Should we all just have a nap? What if everyone just goes back to bed? We all just have 20 minutes. Would that be nice? Does that sound good for everyone? Just a little nap. Everybody have a little bit of shut-eye. That sounds good. Where is Fifi? Well, I don't. It would be like 3 tabs and a rotating guest spot. Depending on who gets to babysit who at any given time. I think would be the not tabs. 3 people as tabs. But yes. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't really want to do mods because I'll have to be in charge of it and I don't want to I don't want that responsibility. So I would, whatever we're doing, we're raw dogging it. That's what I say. Bye bye, Revan. Have a good day at work. Okay, Gerry, sounds like has finished kicking out the litter tray, so hopefully he'll be done soon. You can have a buddy back. Is there an Astarian beard mod? I don't know how I would feel about that. I don't think Astarian is a very beardy person. I'm Astarian's beard. I can't think of him with a beard. I think that would be strange. Can vampires have beards? Are there any vampires with beards? Oh wait, I guess in What We Do in the Shadows, I guess they've got beards. Elves with beards. It's like it was weird enough having what you call it? What's his name? Elrond with short hair in the Rings of Power thingy. Was oh, hello, Gerry. Gerry, would you like to have your snack? It's a very crunchy one today, if you do want it. Okay, I'll be quiet. Gerry. Well done, buddies. Good crunch. Oh no, Gerry just chinned the phone. And all of you are in the phone, so I'm very sorry, but you're all legally owned by Gerry now. It do just be like that. Just everything you own, and all of you just belong to he. Yeah, I just went forward to look at Fifi and he just did the tiniest little ooh is for me. Boop. I was trying to explain to Grabby yesterday about I did get a snom. I finally got my snom. But do any of you know Oreo Boy Boy? I love Oreo Boy Boy. He I was trying to explain to Grammy because I accidentally misspelt please and put Pele's. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm Oreo Boy Boy. And he was just like, what? So I had to send him a video because he does this thing where it's basically like an automatic voice that goes over this little long-haired sausage dog. And every time they put like please, the voice reads it out as Palese. It's just like a Palese. Give egg. It makes me giggle. I'm stuck under a cat scent. Help, you are. You just have to stay there, I'm afraid. That is the law. That is what you do now. Until the cat decides otherwise. Now you sit. Oh, little sausage. Sausage buddy. Look at him. So sausagey. A baby boy. Tea. You had a little nap, and then you had a poop. Now you've had a little snack, and now it is back to nap. He's having a big day today. Aren't you having a big old day? Whole big day of it. So many plans. Very productive. Why is Brady describing me? It's a good day. Good day to be a boy. A little spring fever. True. Thought about ways to warm up in winter, eh? Then decided. Did you give the bunnies any snow? No, it didn't settle enough. Because I've done that before. We've got a litter tray in the garden that I will fill up with snow when it snows properly. Bring it in for them to just be confused by. But yeah, everything was just a bit too damp. We had the tiniest bit of snow the other day, but it had been raining all the morning before. So yeah, it didn't stay at all. But I've heard it's going to snow more today, but again, I think it's just too damp. I think Bristol, I mean, in all the time, I've been here like a decade now. And I think in that time I remember like 2 proper snow days. I mean, there are times when it snowed and settled, but it's been hardly anything. But I remember when I was working at the vet, there was a time when it it big snowed and everything sort of shut down. And I had to walk. I had to walk to the vet because I was like the localiest one, and Gerry. And it took me ages, and it was mostly uphill as well. And it's time to be real. And then they forgot to send me home. They decided that there wasn't much for me to do and I should just go home before it got dark. And they made this decision, and then no one actually told me. And then I saw the manager like hours later, and she was like, "Oh, you're still here?" I was like, "Yes." He was like, "You can leave, by the way." I was like, "Oh, thank you. Thank you for letting me know." Do you know what? Funnily enough, it was uphill both ways because there was a big dip. So you had to like, either way, you had to go downhill and then go back uphill. There was no like good way to do that walk. It was just tough both ways, especially when it was snowing. When I was growing up in Denver, we had a couple of years of like 3 feet of snow, but nothing like that in the last decade. I think in my hometown, I remember it never really snows like super big in Hertfordshire either. I feel like Kent gets good snow. There was a time where I was living with a friend of mine, and he went to Hearts University, and he hadn't done this project. So I was like, okay, I will stay up and I will help you. You will get this project done. He had left it. The deadline was the next day. And I was like, I will stay up and do this. So I stayed up until 8 in the morning the next day doing someone else's coursework. And then at 8 in the morning, the university sent out a message saying, it was light outside and I opened the curtains and it was snowing, and he got a message from the university being like, deadlines have been extended, there's no university today, everything snowed in. And I was just like, I'm going to bed. I was like, I'm heckin' done. This is not my problem anymore. Good night. So I remember that being a big snow day. I guess that would have been like, when would that have been? I don't know, like 2017, 18, around then. Wait, no, the other one's 2007 or 8. I was living in Hertfordshire in 2017. And then he said good morning and went to bed, yeah. And it was like model making. I made a sculpture for like 10 hours. And then I was like, no, good night. I remember it snowing on Christmas Eve once, but I don't think I ever remember it snowing on Christmas. I remember it snowing when there was a time when my sister was coming home for Christmas, and I remember wheeling her big suitcase up our road, and it was snowing, but I think it had all melted away by Christmas Day. The sculpture was of a man. He had done all the sketches, and I just had to make the sculpture in the form of it, sort of thing. A woman, a man. But I don't remember any other snow days. There's like a big hill near where I grew up, where people used to go and take like little sleds and stuff when it snowed, and you would go down there. Very, very old-fashioned Victorian postcard. Oh, that word to build a man. I remember he was like pink and he had a black jumper on and very spiky hair. But that's about all I remember. A toboggan hill, yeah. But yeah, I don't really remember many snow days. Although, thinking about it, when I look back through like our family albums, there's pictures of me dressed up. I swear, like, if you grow up in the 90s, your outdoor gear was heckin' adorable. All of that. I made him treats. I gave him cuddles. And what's he done? He's run away and abandoned me again. What's the menace up to? Fifi! Fifi! What have you been doing? What are you doing? What are you up to? What crime have you been committing? What are you doing over there, eh? What are you up to? What are you up to? I don't know. What crime did I interrupt, eh? She got sillies again. I don't think. Have you got sillies in there? You got sillies in there? You don't usually get sillies at this time. Oh, there's sillies in there. No. Fifi, what's in here? What's in here? There's sillies? Any sillies in here? No, she's very sensible today. She got the sillies last night, though, and that made me very happy. Colourful overalls and big mittens. Yeah, that was like, I used to love that stuff so much. And now I swear kids are too fashionable these days. Because, like, I see the stuff that you get for, like, children's things, and they all look like they've already got all their shit together. Whereas when I was a child, you would have, like, you know, bright coloured Pocahontas leggings with a weird tie-dye t-shirt or something, and everything was mismatched and funky. And you'd have your mittens on your strings and your big puffer jackets, and it's just, yeah, I miss. What drives me mad is when kids are in designer clothes. Yeah, like I like looking back at, you know, if you were born in the 80s or maybe even the early 90s and you got to just wear the weirdest stuff growing up. I miss that. And yeah, sweaters that your nan had knitted. My nan was always knitting like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle sweaters and stuff like that for us to wear. Or I think I had I liked 101 Dalmatians, so I think maybe she made me a Dalmatians one and stuff like that. Whereas nowadays, do you know, I was thinking about this yesterday actually, because you know when you get those things for kids when they go outside and they get to wear what is essentially like a sleeping bag made into a onesie to wander around in. I was thinking maybe you can get those as an adult. Maybe I should get one of those and start wandering around in it when it's cold. Because kids always look so, you know, when they look like a little starfish. I'm like, that looks so cozy. I want that. A puddle suit? Is that what they're called? They're such funny little things. Oodie have started doing onesies, actually. They did one that's like blue with white clouds on it. And I was thinking, that's very comfort zone. I wonder if they would sponsor us. AKA send us onesies. You just bought an Oodie jacket. Ooh. I've got my Oodie there. It's been keeping me warm recently. My lovely Oodie. I think they've got a Black Friday sale on at the moment, if anyone's been umming and ahhing about getting an Oodie. They're, I think they're the cheapest they're going to get at the moment. Because I was thinking about getting one for my niece, possibly. But she's at that sort of awkward age now where I'm like, how much taller is she going to get? Is there any point getting her stuff? Is she just going to grow into how tall she will be? And then, like, as in, is it worth getting her a big person Oodie rather than they do like kids Oodies? I'm like, well, should I just get her the big one? Because I think she is little enough at the moment that it would sort of entirely encase her. But I'm pretty sure that she's going to end up really tall. But yeah, she'll grow into it. I'm pretty sure she's going to be my height. Because she's older Fifi. She's 13. And she's already overtaking my parents. So I reckon she's gonna make it up to the same height as me. I mean, she's basically like a clone of me anyway, just cleverer and more personable and just better in every way. I was thinking this the other day. I was thinking about her because she says like, I'm like, oh, how's school? And she loves school and she loves learning and she's really smart and she's really talented and all this stuff. And I was just thinking like, she's like me, but if I was good at things and if I was social. I'm basically just getting to watch the better version of me growing up. And eventually I'll be just replaced. There'll be absolutely no need for me anymore. And I mean, now she's 13. I could just hand her my Twitch account and let her take over it, to be honest. When's she getting her first bunnies? I've tried to encourage her to get bunnies. I'm trying to work on my sister to get them, but I don't think... Sadly, no one else in my family is an animal person. It's just... Ooh. Can I rest the phone on your bum, Fifi? There we go. Look at her. Little torpedo bunny. Okay. I guess it is time for me to run away. Look, you got 2 sausages. Oh my gosh. 2 little sausages. She really is just a little... Look at this. What is this? Why is she so flat? Should we go to Vizty? Vizty's very lovely and I could go on. Kirsty's not feeling very well, bless her, so we're not doing a comfort zone today. So I've just got time to crack on with work. Sorry. What is it about finding the weirdest angles of Fifi that amuses me so much? Look at her. Well, everyone. Oh. What that focus doing though? Ooh. Anyway, everyone, look after yourselves and be good. And I will be back at 2 for Tis the Kingdom, and then on the Yogscast channel, and then at 5 for Minecraft Arcade with Kirby. So and Shadow. So look after yourselves, everyone. I shall see you soon. Go and have a nap, all of you, and rest up and have lots of snacks. And until next time, everyone, bye-bye for now. Bye-bye. Oh, Fifi. We're gone. Thank you. Bye-bye. Boop.